Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. So in our last videos, we completed the chapter cell, and this video onwards we're going to start our next chapter, types of animal and plant tissues. So children, as we are well aware that the different types of cells present in our bodies make up the various kinds of tissues, which in turn group together and make up the vital organs, and organs having similar functions group together and form an organ system. An organism is composed of various types of organ systems which collectively carry out the essential functions of life. So first of all, we're going to discuss the types of plant tissues and then we'll be heading towards the animal tissues. So the plant tissues are of two types. The first one is the meristematic tissue. The meristematic tissues are found at all growing points of a plant, such as the tips of roots, stems, and branches. The main characteristics of meristematic tissues are that the cells are small and cubical, having large nuclei. The vacuoles are also absent. These cells divide actively and are then transformed into permanent tissues. The meristematic tissues are classified into two categories, the apical meristem and cambium or lateral meristem. So the apical meristem is also known as the terminal meristem, as they are located near the tips of roots and stems, and they are also present in young leaves. The second one is the cambium or lateral meristem, which is situated in the bark and it increases the diameter of the stem. Let's move on to the second type of the plant tissues, that is the permanent tissues. The permanent tissues are made up of cells which have lost the ability to divide. They have a permanent shape which perform a specific function. They are of three types: protective, supporting, and the conducting tissues. The protective tissues have cells with thick cell walls and are found on the surface of roots, stems, and leaves. Next up are the supporting tissues, which are of three types: the parenchyma, sclerenchyma, and the collenchyma. The parenchyma consists of large thin-walled cells having a single vacuole. It provides temporary support to the plants. The parenchymatous cells in the leaves are known as chlorenchyma, which consists of chloroplasts and help in photosynthesis. The next one is the collenchyma. The collenchyma is made up of elongated cells. Their cell walls are thickened at the corners. The collenchyma supports the plant parts. The third one is the sclerenchyma. The sclerenchyma consists of long and narrow dead cells. The cells have thick walls due to lignin deposition. This tissue provides strength to plant parts. The parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma are grouped as simple tissues, since each of them are made up of one type of cells. Moving forward, let's learn about the conducting tissues, which are of two types, the xylem and the phloem. Xylem cells are elongated and thick-walled. They provide for upward movement of water and dissolved minerals. The xylem tissue consists of tracheids and vessels, which are collectively known as tracheary elements, and the xylem parenchyma. First of all, let's learn about the tracheids. The tracheids are made up of elongated dead cells having large cavities and no contents. Their cell walls are highly lignified and they provide mechanical support due to thickenings in their cell walls. Next up are the xylem vessels. They are also known as tracheae and they are meant for transporting water and minerals. Third one is the xylem parenchyma. The xylem parenchyma contains living parenchyma cells. These cells help in food storage and water conduction. Now let's talk about the phloem cells. The phloem cells allows the downward movement of food from leaves to the other parts of the plant. They also provide upward movement of food towards the young leaves. The xylem and phloem collectively form the vascular bundles. The xylem and phloem are also termed as complex tissues, being made up of more than one type of cells working together as a unit. So here's a summary of plant tissues which we have discussed before. You may go through this to have a better understanding of plant tissues. We'll discuss the animal tissues in the next part of the video. Until then, stay safe and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.